Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's talk about NXT in your house for June the 4th, 2022. This was a very good takeover, aka pay-per-view, aka premium live event. I enjoyed it. I did. It was a really good, solid 2.5 hours in my opinion. Now, the only dislike, and this really fucking pissed me off a lot, and that was we got so many advertisements for Hell in a Cell. I did not like that. Like, I could see, doing it a couple of times, but man, almost after every match, we got a breakdown of Hell in a Cell, and I didn't like it. I was like, what the hell? Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. But it is what it is. I mean, I get the promotion and the advertisement, but damn. I mean, seriously. So, we kicked the show off with Legado del Fantasma versus the family, which consists of Tony D'Angelo, Two Dimes, Donovan, and Stacks. I forgot his actual name. I think it's Chance. Yeah. So Chance. Yeah. So Chance, Stacks, and Donovan Two Dimes. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's go with that. But man, Legado, they were so fucking over. This match was great. We had really good spots here during the match. A good portion of the match was Legado taking control, Escobar and Joaquin Wilde and Cruz. They did their They did their signature dives. The crowd popped hard for that. Really good shit back and forth. A bunch of near falls, just crazy stuff. In the end, so things started breaking down because we had a brawl earlier in the match. Then we had another brawl towards the end. And what happened was Tony sucker punched Escobar. And so I believe it was Two Dimes that pinned Escobar. But Escobar got beat via the brass knucks, power of the punch. So William Regal would be proud. And when when Santos Escobar, when he came to and he saw the music and he saw the family, celebrating and walking up the ramp, his eyes got big as hell. His eyes got big as hell, man. Yo, homeboy was bugging. Like, homeboy was bugging out. Like, he knew, damn, I'm going to have to be a part of the family. And I like this. This is really, really good. I do see a breaking down of this. This isn't going to be long. I do think that we will have another match SummerSlam weekend, or even at the Great American Bash on July 5th. I could see one of those two events where there's like a 6-man, like a Falls Count Anywhere, like a loser leaves NXT type of thing. And I think that's what's going to end up happening. I think that's where all the roads are going to lead towards. So I'm fine with this. I have nothing against this. I gave this a 3 out of 5. So we then had a backstage segment involving Lash Legend and a bunch of the new women, they were there, and then Tatum, forgot her name, she was there, and so Lash Legend was talking smack about Alba Fire, and basically Tatum was like, look, I'm tired of you running your mouth about Alba instead of you, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge her to a match. You know, I'm gonna go after her. So yeah, there was that. We got a really cool vignette introducing us to Alba Fire. I apologize for the background noise, guys. I apologize. I'm outside in nature, so I definitely apologize. So moving on. Then we had our next match that was Katana Chance and Kaden Carter versus Gigi Dolan and Jason Kane of Toxic Attraction for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. This was a really good little match. Carter and Chance got a great deal of offense in, but in the end, Toxic, they win via a a high landing suplex for the 1, 2, 3. I gave that a 3 out of 5. I'm fine. A 2 out of 5. I'm fine with this. Even though I had predicted that they were going to switch the championships and give them to Chance and Carter, but not to be. They may do that maybe around the Great American Bash or at like SummerSlam weekend. Moving on, Carmelo Hayes versus Cameron Grimes for the NXT North American Championship. This was a banger. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. This was a fucking banger. These guys went bell to bell. These guys work well together. They gel together. They're like peanut butter and jelly. They just go together. This is a really, really good match. Really good spots here. In the end, though, Trick Williams, he got involved in a lot of this match, though. He got involved early on, towards the middle, and towards the end. But in the end, Cameron Grimes, in the end, Carmelo Hayes, he wins via the diving leg drop for the 1, 2, 3, and he's now a 2-time NXT North American champion. I gave that a 3 out of 5. Now, I think the reason why they did this is because I think what they might do is call up Cameron Grimes to the main roster. I think, and I said this before and I'll say it again. Cameron Grimes would be and fit perfectly in the faction of male models, whatever, Max Dupree's faction. I think he fit right in. So that's something that, I could see happening. People have to realize Grimes has been in NXT for about 3 years. So I do think it is time for him to go to the main roster. I think if he goes to Raw, he gets lost in the shuffle. But I don't know, man. I mean, I'm happy for Carmelo Hayes. Now, I think what they probably might end up doing, and what I'll talk about this later on towards the main event, but I think what they might do is another unification match, like they did it with Keith Lee. With Keith Lee and Adam Cole a couple years back. I think they might do that here again, where they unify the NXT North American Championship along with the NXT Championship. I think that's what they're going to do with Carmelo Hayes. I've got that feeling. Moving on. Wendy Chu versus Mandy Rose. This is an okay match. Mandy dominated most of this, and then when she absolutely destroyed the pillow of Wendy Chu. Wendy Chu got fucking pissed. She went into a whole second gear, got in a bunch of offense, but in the end, Mandy Rose throws her off the top rope and hits her running knee for the 1, 2, 3. I gave that 2 out of 5. I'm still thinking that Roxanne Perez is going to be the one to dethrone Mandy Rose. I do see Mandy Rose back on the main roster along with Toxic Attraction in the summer. I mean, my bad. During SummerSlam weekend. I do think that probably will happen. Then we had the Creed Brothers versus Pretty Deadly for the NXT Tag Team Championships. This is a really good match. So I knew when Wade Barrett and Vic Joseph, when they mentioned that the parents and I believe uncle of the Creeds were at ringside. They were actually there in the crowd, front side. They're actually like there. I knew then, I'm like, yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna win. And this was a banger of a match, man. This is a really good match. In the end, man, Julius does a phenomenal fucking shooting star press, and then he does his signature clothesline for the 3. Crowd popped hard. I was like, yes, finally my boys did it. I gave that a 3 out of 5. I think Pretty Deadly, they could go on the main roster. They could also be a part of Max Dupree, his male model faction. So that would be, something I'm down with. And then we have the main event, Bron Breakker versus Joe Gacy for the NXT Championship. This was an okay match, man. There were parts where I thought that Bron was going to snap. He almost did. So towards the end, one of the Druids got involved. He chucked the chair at him. He falls down. The ref does not see it, though, which is great. Gacy attempts to do his his handspring clothesline. Bron ducks that. He hits a spear. Does the power slam for the 1, 2, 3. I also forgot to mention there was a nasty table spot where Gacy was attempting to do his handspring clothesline earlier in the match. Bron ducks that and he spears the shit out of Gacy and he breaks the announce table. And I was like, oh shit, that was crazy. But I gave that 3 out of 5. I'm glad that this feud is finally over, and I do think that it makes the most sense for Carmelo Hayes and Bron Breakker to finally, have a unification match, because really and truthfully, nobody is taking that North American title from Carmelo Hayes. Not even Solo Sikoa. I think that if they do give it to Sikoa, it probably will be around SummerSlam weekend or something like that. I don't know. But I just don't see Carmelo dropping it now that he just got it, again. But I do think that we're going to have a unification match. It just makes sense. Solo, in my opinion, he's not even ready to be North American champion. I mean, I understand that the crowd is so gung-ho over him and all that jazz, but he's just not it right now. He needs a lot of work. Needs to find a character. I get he's the brother of the Usos, but still, it doesn't really matter, But I'm glad that this Bron Breakker feud this Bron Breakker and Joe Gacy feud is finally over. But all in all, this is a really good almost 2.5 hours. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe for more videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.